Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage over here in Ely's garage, and you can see we've got the 68 SS Chevelle up on the lift, and we're going to do an exhaust system today. My only issue is I've got a new exhaust system from National Parts Depot. I mean, as soon as we decided we're going to put an exhaust system on this, I went ahead and ordered it. In the meantime, Mike had a friend say, hey, I got an exhaust system for a Chevelle. You want to buy that? So Mike went ahead and bought that. And it, you know, it was considerably less, so we checked with MPD. They had already shipped the new exhaust system, and I already got it. So now I'm sitting here debating and waiting for an answer from Mike on whether to put on this National Parts Depot exhaust system or the one he bought. Now, I'll say the only difference is this exhaust system that Mike got was, it looks like it's been painted, so it's been setting up in somebody's rafters for a long time, and it's been painted, and I got a feeling as soon as we put some exhaust heat to it, that paint's going to flake right off. So the nice thing about the National Parts Depot exhaust system is they are aluminized pipe, and they will rust a little bit, especially on the little seams, but they tend to hold up a lot better over time, especially with cars like this that really don't see salt water and all that stuff from the snow. You know, and even new exhaust systems from the factory, these aluminized exhaust systems last quite a bit longer than the older exhaust systems. I will never, ever forget when I was a young lad, around 1973-ish, Mom and I were headed back from shopping, and she had a 72 Nova. And this is 1973, and the car had gone through one winter, and all of a sudden the exhaust system rusted right off the car. it ended up wrapping around the axle, and I don't know, I think she drug it all the way home. But you know, exhaust systems that only last 1 year here in Ohio with all the salt weather, I mean, that's pretty much the way it used to be. Now exhaust systems, I mean, my truck out there, 2008 truck, here it is, 2018 truck, it's 2024, and it looks like a brand new exhaust system, and it's been through several Ohio winters. But anyway, hey, before I'm kind of stalling, waiting for Mike to give me an answer on this. But before we get into it, I wanted to show you the exhaust donuts. And, you know, no matter what system you buy, you got to buy an exhaust donut. Now, I bought these ones through National Parts Depot. They are a Felpro exhaust donut for the 2.5-inch system. The only thing, these are like made out of graphite or something, so they have a lot of compression once you tighten them up. But be careful with these type. The other type were, I don't know, like fabric, metal, wound, kind of all smushed together, and you drop that on the floor and you're fine. You drop this one on the floor, and there's a chance that it could snap right in half. I've had that happen, so be careful when you're putting these up. Make sure you don't drop it on the floor. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk to you before we get into it. I love your YouTube comments. And people write to me through emails after I re-comment on theirs. And I had a gentleman, John Hogan, comment on an older video of a 66 Chevelle I had on there. And he says, wow, this brings back some memories. I had a 66 Chevelle, same exact color. It was a 375 horse, and this was the turquoise color. And beautiful car, and he sent me some pictures. I will insert the pictures here, and I wrote him a nice little thank you back, and also asked him a few more questions. And here's what he wrote back. He says, this is from John Hogan, and thank you for this. I also have a few pictures of my 63 Chevy Impala SS, 327, 300 horsepower, white with black interior, which I bought in August of 67, just before my senior year began, and I was still 17 years old. Hey, that's something back then. Even buying a used car back then, was kind of expensive. So, yeah, credit to you getting a car when you were 17 years old. That's pretty cool. I still keep a 2006 Monte Carlo LTZ at my son's house up near Albany, New York, for when I visit for a couple months in the summer. Albany, New York. Hey, my whole family, mom and dad, are from Syracuse area, so kind of close. And I did have an Aunt Meek that taught college up there. So I like to describe it as a man's car, big bucket seats, and a large steering wheel. 165,000 miles on it and still running strong. One more thing, when I sold my 1966 Chevelle, I hope that you're sitting down now, I moved my son's car seat into a 1969 Dodge Coronet RT 440 4-barrel carb, automatic transmission, triple black, which was 1 year old. And I had to sell it in 1973 because of the oil embargoes and gas rationing. Also, I have to say how lucky that I was to hire out on our railroad, I guess, a day after turning 18. And that's the main reason I was able to afford these cars and raise a family. That's pretty much my story, and thanks for listening. Well, I didn't listen direct, but thank you for that story. And I always get a kick out of the story about the 72 Chevelle convertible I have. And the owner of that, James Rogers, he traded the 72 Chevelle convertible, 454, 4-speed, that's for sale, by the way. He traded that in on a 4-door Pontiac Tempest back in the day because his wife was pregnant and he was in the Army, and just that's what he had to do. So, it's cool, the cars we have over the years, and I've had some cool cars myself over the years, and that I wish I'd have back. You're gonna laugh at this too. I had a mom and dad's car, but I drove it all over the place. It was a 1981 Chevrolet Citation X11. And man, I love that car. It was silver, red interior. I called it the Pocket Rocket. And that thing, it was zippy for 1981. And I really enjoyed that car. And I've had a chance to buy one just recently, but I just, if I had sold my 72 convertible, I probably would have jumped on it for a pretty reasonable price. Guy up in Canada had it. But anyway, let's get to work on this exhaust system. Hopefully Mike will start rumbling around and give me an answer, and I'll videotape the highlights on this system. Okay, so I wanted to show you real quick the old exhaust system and how it was held together with pop cans and whatnot, I think. I mean, here's a good example of a piece of metal that was hose clamped on there, and you can see some of the splits here, and there were splits on this one too, and the exhaust on it was wiped out. And then as we got back here, on the pipes that go over the tube, there's a hole there and hole there. So yeah, they got there's another hokey kind of thing that had two clamps there. But yeah, this exhaust system was ready to go. So we'll get working on the new one. Here we go. Maybe I'll put the camera on and we can do a time lapse. All right, there you go. Got the exhaust system on. Car's running. Let me have any clicky noises. Oh, what a job that's been this week. Go on back here. Oh, doesn't that sound sweet? Around here. Had to use the I had to use the old turn down, so I had to cut off a piece so I have a turn down. I was going to use the a tip, but that wouldn't be right for 68. So let's take her for a ride. Yeah, she's running real nice now. I'm just waiting for traffic. It's always a challenge to turn this thing because it's, you know, manual steering. So I'll do my best here to get out on the road and then give it a punch. Okay, this is Jeff Thompson. This is for you. Oh yeah, right up to 60 miles an hour, no problem. Nice little burnout there. Very cool. Thinking of you, Jeff. Nothing to show you on the tack, but I'll give it a little rev for you. How's that? Sounds pretty good. It's running great.